much tied at this point. It's 1-1. But the shots right now are all Panthers, but the Pirates take their first shot on net. They scored their first goal.
Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 ratio. It's a better ratio, but a worse time to score. Don't know if that's going to show anything, as their accuracy right now is 100%. Later, that might help out, but if you're putting shots on the goal, they're going to go in if you could keep pressure up, and Gatman wants to prove it.
Yeah, Poseidon with a great pass. He catches this ball perfectly, and Els doesn't really know how to react to this flick here, and DJ just can't get to it in time.
And it's always the worst thing whenever you're playing Rocket League and can't get to it in time. It's the saddest thing. You just watch the ball go in, front row seat, right in front of it, just inches away from getting an amazing save that DJ proved he can do earlier. And that's got to be one of the most sad things you can have happen to you, especially if you're the fourth player in the team.
Yeah, and that's another great shot. Edwin with the great save there, and the Panthers are piling on the pressure. And if you're the Pirates, what can you do here? Because as we've said, Edwin is a AAA sub-in. DJ, this is his first game with this team, and Els is the only person with experience really in major games. What can you do here?
In this scenario, I say get Els in there. Get Els making team plays, get him some passes, pass over to Edwin, try and get anything you can, try and get Edwin involved, DJ involved. Try and make sure that everyone is staying in on the play and keep your third man up, that you can outman them on the field. Make sure that if someone is back on the field, then they're able to save it and they have a couple people back there with them. Make sure that they can always get there in time.
Panthers also know this. They've been bullying Els for the last few minutes here. Every time Els tries to get out of the net, he's been getting bumped. Not necessarily demoed, just played with. He can't even get to supersonic at some points because all he keeps getting done is bumped. But Els gets it to Edwin, just as you said he should do. And that's a great shot off of the back wall, off back to himself, off the back wall again, and right to Edwin. Puts it top.
Man, I hope they clip that. That was a very nice play. That redirect to the wall was very well thought out by Els right there. And like I said, if they can pass the ball, it's probably going to end up getting behind the Panthers' defense. Passes are hard to defend against. They're hard to read and hard to place. But I mean, if you can take the time to put it on, it's definitely going to be worth it for your offense.
Yes, and right now Panthers with 9 shots make that 10 as they score their third goal there, up against 3 shots for the Panthers. Yet the score is tighter right now than you'd think of those shots on net.
Yeah, definitely. I'm surprised how tight this game has been, especially with all the stream jitters. We've seen that Edwin, can perform in this league, and he's keeping it up, but they're still down by 1 goal, and he's going to have to overperform, especially with Edwin's 1 goal. They're going to have to overperform to make sure that they're able to score and keep this one tied if they want to win.
All right, DJ is going to pass it over to Els. He's going to try and redirect it. He can't do so. That's towards the front of the net. Gatman puts it off to the side, and he's going to get it over both there, and he's going to be able to redirect himself right into the ball. DJ is going to be able to get it off his car, but he keeps it in the Pirate zone. And that's what's so good about the Panthers so far, is every time there's a clear attempt by the Pirates, there's an interception on the part of the Panthers.
Exactly. It's because they're doing what I was trying to tell them to do. They're keeping a third man back. They're making their rotation super tight, and they're making sure that if the ball is cleared out, there's someone to clear it back in. It's a really good way to keep up pressure, and if the Pirates could start doing it, they'd start winning the game. It's super hard to do. It's one of the things I most struggle with.
That is right off the crossbar there. That was a great pass attempt that goes off the hood of Edwin, and it goes off the crossbar. That is so close to tying the game. Panthers take game 1.
Another thing you had to worry about. Those are so sad. Especially crossbar with 0 seconds. You gotta, man. Those are the things that make you want to relook at that and make sure it wasn't a goal. But unfortunately for the Pirates, it didn't count as a goal, and Panthers are going to come victorious over this game.
Yeah, both 2 highlights from this game. At first, we got an amazing save from DJ, and then that goal from Edwin right off of Els's double tap off the back wall there. Very well played by the Pirates there to get 2 highlight reels, but it doesn't help them at the end of the day to win this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love flashy plays myself. I tell people to go for them all the time. I love freestylers. They're the coolest people I can meet. But in this kind of game, that can't be what you're only going for. Especially, I mean, in that scenario, it did work for Edwin and they scored. But if that's the only thing you're going for, you're not going to be able to keep up that pressure and keep someone back at all times and make sure that you're staying in the rotation that you need to be doing.
Yeah, exactly. So that's our first game in the books. Game number 2 will be underway shortly here. I think I got disconnected, so I will be rejoining really quickly.
Okay. Hopping off with a kickoff. Sent straight to Edwin, I mean, but he passed it directly back into Gatman's pressure. It's sent off the wall and loss of possession by the Pirates once again. A triple commit on defense by the Pirates. The Pirates aren't looking too fresh right now. Seeing a little bit of overcommitting and double commits as the ball's dropped right in front of the net.
And can Poseidon reach that? Yes, he can.
Oh, that was very close. Oh my gosh, that one scared me.
So you were talking about double commits. I didn't double and triple commits. I didn't really get to see them, but what I did get to see was the ball falling in front of the net and a good clear by Els. Oh, and the Panthers were trying to triple commit into offense as they saw the scrambling from the Pirates, and it almost cost them dearly.
Yeah, I mean, but that triple commit, I wish you could have saw that. That was a very scary thing, and the Pirates are going to have to look out for that. Triple commit, especially on defense, that leads to something that the ball drops on goal line. You can't really be doing that because most of the time they're going to score, especially with good goal scorers like Gatman. I mean, they have to be aware of the situation.
Oh my goodness, how is that not put in?
That hurt my soul. That was a very close one.
Oh no, L's not reading the play there. I don't think Edwin called out that he was going to demo last man back there. And Els puts it into the corner instead, but that doesn't really matter anymore as Edwin finally finds the back of the net. The Pirates, having all the chances in the world, they finally crack past here.
You know what I've noticed? I think Edwin's ready for this league. Edwin's getting them demo plays behind net. He's opening nets up. He's shooting on nets. He's got goals. This seems at home right now for him. He's playing really well. It's showing on the scoreboard. He's leading his team 1-1 now because Gatman doesn't want to let me speak in peace.
That was a great shot here by Gatman from the corner, and no one can really read it. Let me tell you a bit about Edwin here. He is the lowest MMR player on the Raiders, the AAA team for the Pirates, but that entire team has more than 0.8 goals per game. All 4 of the players do, and all 4 of the players have over 1.3 saves per game. And yeah, that team just has some awesome teamwork. And no matter what their MMR is, they all look like they're doing the same production on that team. So honestly, really great teamwork from Edwin on his side, and it seems to be able to translate into this AAA game.
I mean, definitely. We're seeing a lot of... Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we're seeing a lot of plays, especially from Gatman as he shoots it into the net once again. I mean, Gatman's seeming unstoppable. That was a very nice play.
Amazing redirect, and it has a lot of power on it too. Unfortunately, it hits the post, so we can't tell you exactly how powerful it was. But 68 kilometers an hour as it entered the net after hitting the post and slowing down is still quite impressive, considering it must have slowed down by at least half of its speed.
Definitely. I'd never get a redirect at full speed. That's the worst thing ever. Oh, very scary placement right there. You got to look out for Poseidon, especially not shooting that on net. Got to make sure you're shooting things on net if you have the opportunity for it.
Yeah, Edwin been doing very nice for himself, as I was saying, in the Raiders, and he's doing pretty good for himself right now for the Pirates in his Pirates debut here.
Yeah, definitely. The Raiders have probably never anticipated that Edwin was going to be able to score so much and keep up with the pace of the major league team. I mean, for the lowest ranked, lowest MMR player in the entire team, that's got to mean something for Edwin. He's really overperforming for the rank that he's at.
It does mean a lot since he's 3 MMR higher than the cutoff point. So he barely made it in the first place, and he's really performed this season for his 7-3 Raiders team. Anyway, Evil there with a great goal. We didn't even talk about it because we were talking about Edwin here. But yes, Evil with a beautiful goal there with Gatman trying to seal the goal after the demo, I do believe, by Poseidon.
I believe it was Poseidon as well.
That was with a great play there to bump Evil out of the way. That allows him to pass it off of the back corner to Edwin, but it's getting blocked. DJ is going to try and pass it in front. Evil can't hit it. Poseidon can't hit it. Gatman gets to it first, and Edwin is going to have to pass it back over to DJ, and DJ's shot goes off the post, and it's cleared.
Man, there's those opportunities I'm talking about. You have to be able to capitalize on that kind of stuff, especially if you're the Pirates. You're down by 2 right now. You got to make sure that if the ball lands in front of the net and no one's there to defend it, you got to be there. You got to have someone on the team to be there. You got to rotate someone in, and you got to shoot the ball in for free. It's a free goal that they gave it to, and you need to be able to do it.
Evil finds that ball after it's so lightly hit by Gatman here. What a beautiful, oh, he barely touched it, and then DJ ran into Els because he got confused from the simplest light touch there of Gatman. That is such an incredible touch by Gatman, and Els and DJ, I don't blame them for running into each other there. What a confusing play.
Very confusing. I didn't expect that to happen, but perfect timing, as I was talking about how the ball has to be, if the ball is in front of net, you got to be able to shoot on it. And Evil demonstrates that, I mean, almost right away as I said it. That's a key difference I'm seeing right now from the Panthers. They're shooting on the ball as soon as it's in front of net, and it's a lot of time it's leaving the Pirates in the dust. I mean, the Pirates haven't been shooting the ball as much as we've seen the Panthers, especially not whenever it's on goal line, and they need to step that up, especially for next game.
Gatman currently has 8 shots on net, which is 2 less in this game alone than what the Pirates have been able to get within the entire series so far.
That's a stat for you. Game to series.
Els tries to at least get the last lap for that game, but Evil says no, and we go on to game number 3 with the Panthers up 2-0 as they win this one 4-1. 2 games in a row with 5 goals in it. First game 3-2, this game 4-1. If that trend continues, this next game should finish 5-0.
I know, but I was gonna ask, what's your prediction on this one? I'm leaning towards the Pirates with a comeback. Honestly, I think Edwin was really performing, and I think Els and DJ really just had to get into that rotation of making sure that there's a third man back at all times and always on defense. It's hard to tell, but I'm thinking the Pirates make a comeback on this.
It would be a great story, but oh my goodness, poor Els. The Panthers have their full group out here, and they are ready to go, you know. But the Pirates, they have only Els from their main team, DJ being their 4th man, and Edwin being from the Raiders. So it's not like these guys have played together a lot before, for sure. And it's that lack of chemistry kind of shows right now, as you called out double and triple commits early in the game. And, well, the bump that allowed the 4th goal to happen from DJ on Els. Game's 3 underway.
Exactly, but we also got to remember those players are players like Edwin, and DJ alone has also been performing really well. They're scoring goals together, they're just not scoring enough. They're being outscored. It's not a lackage to get goals as we see a lot of times in these major league games, but it's a lackage to get enough goals, which we're seeing. And if they can string it together and capitalize on these plays, I'm fairly certain we could see a Pirate comeback here.
Now, a change of car for DJ. I don't know if that's going to help him this game. Evil trying very hard for that double tap. One goes over the net, and the other one goes wide to the right. As I say that, I think we have a disconnect here. No, okay, never mind. Evil had disconnected for a bit there. He is back with us. He had about 300 ping, and he's come back. He's alive.
Well, as you say that, I almost thought that the Pirates were dead, but I saw Edwin with one of the craziest saves I've seen in this entire series yet, and definitely a highlight reel save. And if Edwin can keep up that pace, he'll be in Major League in no time.
Edwin, you might see him in Major League next season if push comes to shove. I don't know if the MMR cap is going to go up any to make the competition even tighter and tougher for this upcoming season, but I wouldn't be surprised because of just how skilled the AAA players are. So, oh my goodness, DJ with the save. Edwin and DJ really pulling their weight defensively. They can make the saves. They just need the goals right now, and they need to outscore that this Panthers team.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm actually a little disappointed in Els at the moment. I'm seeing him be the one Major League player, and I mean, Edwin and DJ are really showing off right now. I think Els is a little bit being shown up here. It's kind of crazy to think.
I don't see it that way. I see it as the Panthers shutting him down. You know, when there's a really good player on the pitch or field, whatever sport you're playing or video game, Edwin scores that one off of. I do believe that's an own goal there. Els touches that. Poseidon puts it up in the air, and he puts it into his own net after being knocked over by Gatman, being told, get out of my way, and puts it in out of spite in what it seems. No, but in all seriousness, Pirates have their first lead.
Yeah, exactly. Really looking like I read the script right here, but I mean, the Pirates they're showing that their team play doesn't have to be exactly perfect in order to win the game, but they're keeping up exactly what they need to do to win. They're getting demos, as Els is able to show. They're keeping a third man back. They're putting help on the ball. They're really stringing this together so far, and it's their last game to choose if they want to try it. But I'm really confident in the fact that they're doing right now.
Yeah, and that's another demo on the side of the Panthers. That's off the crossbar, but that's going to roll in off of Evil's hood. And we're tied at 1 once again with just less than 2 minutes to go. And that's what I mean by Els being bullied here. He's been bullied all game. He's been knocked out of position. Everyone's up against him. They know what he's like, and they know how to get under his skin. They know how to beat him. And they've been doing that all series long. And I think that's really what's kept the Pirates from taking real control of the series, because Edwin and DJ have been impressing us with highlight plays, but Els has been silently doing his job as the carrier of his team as he gets demoed once again. I do believe that's like the fourth time he gets demoed this game alone. And Edwin is there to make sure that ball doesn't creep in.
Yeah, definitely. It's something you love to see from the Panthers as well. Those demos and those bully plays coming out on Els, it's giving them a lead. And it did it again, and his Gatman goes for, I believe, a musty flick on that. But, man, if they can keep up the bullying plays that they're doing on that, I mean, there was a little bit of a double commit there. But the bullying plays and bumping Els and keeping these players where they don't want to be is really hard to do, and the Panthers are showing that they're really good at it.
Yeah, and right now they've been doing it so very well. Poseidon, Evil, and Gatman have been showing off as a good team combo here. They've been wombo comboing this Pirates team all series long, and they've been getting those goals in when it matters the most. And they really wait until the end of the games as well to get those goals in, to really apply the pressure. They let the Pirates have their time, and they defend well, and then they catch the Pirates off guard, and they really get them at the end of the games.
Yeah, it catches me off guard too. I have to cast it with you. I mean, it's surprising to see a team come back in the last minute of play or something. Wow, that was beautiful by Evil right there. But it's hard to see teams come back from these kind of plays. But seeing the Panthers do it super consistently like that.
Oh, Edwin! Oh no!
Unfortunately, I don't think that was going in either way. I think that there was someone there, but still, you gotta put that on net.
Yeah, you gotta put that on net. I think that's the jitters right there, and I think that's what caused the team at this point to not go into overtime unless this can be kept up in the air, but it can't. Panthers sweep the Pirates here, very surprisingly, and Very well played by everyone involved here. Els